What's up, everybody? How you doing? It's Friday, isn't it? It is Friday. It's blue moon tonight. I don't know if you know much about blue moons, but I'm going to talk about what that is later. It is a blue moon, not the beer. The actual moon is blue. No, it's just the second full moon of the month. That's what that means. And I'm going to talk about some things today. How's your week? Are you guys ready for next week? Next week's going to get crazy. It's going to be crazy. I feel like 2020 has been building and growing and just reaching a crescendo of next week. It's going to be the election. How many people think that they're actually going to decide who's the president next week, huh? How many people of you out there think that that's going to happen? I think I want to know who's going to be the president on Tuesday. I mean, my goodness, I feel like they're not going to decide. I think it's going to, they're going to contest it. I think it's going to get crazy. You know, I wasn't going to talk about this article, but I just found it, and I have to talk about it. This is crazy. Check this out. Broward County officials expose scheme to register dead people as Democrats. What? This is crazy. Now I'm going to read it. I'm going to read it in a second. I just can't believe this kind of stuff is going on. Project Veritas just uncovered someone selling votes. People have been talking about voter fraud. We've got all this proof of voter fraud. It's insane. All mail-in stuff, all this stuff that can be altered. It's like, and then they're shoving it down our throats that mail-in voting is safe and secure. It's very good. We can do it. No, it's not. Excuse me. Yeah, you're registering dead people as Democrats, Broward County. What is going on? How is this a thing? Yeah. All right. I mean, anyway, I'm gonna get into that. I'm gonna read it, but it's crazy. This is the kind of stuff we're dealing with. All right. And then I want to talk about celebrity endorsements, and if we should even care about celebrity endorsements. All sorts of celebrities have come out and been like, Joe Biden's the best, and Donald Trump's the worst, or vice versa. It doesn't matter. Whatever. Now, it's always the opposite, the latter, that is creating the controversy. Oh my gosh, he supports Trump? No! We must cancel them. We must get upset and freak out. No, you mustn't care at all. Why do you care so much? I just don't get why people care so much about other people's opinions. It's rather frustrating, you know? This week I was dealing with that. And you know what? Everyone can believe what they want. They can think what they want, including myself. You can agree, you can disagree, but don't let it hurt your day. Don't let it affect you to the fact that you're just like bogged down by anger and emotions. That's not good. It's not a good look on anyone. It's not a good look on anyone. Anyway, then we're going to talk about what else we're going to talk about. So Walmart, I guess, removed all the gun displays for fear of unrest. And then today they reversed the decision, I guess. I mean, they did. I read that. So we're going to talk about that. Then there was a 7.0 earthquake on the outskirts of Turkey that really has done a lot of damage. And Greece. And I just want to send some thoughts out there and let people know about what's going on out there. It's a pretty devastating earthquake that hit. I don't know if you know about it. And then I'm going to talk about this new, well, I don't know how new it is, but it's a rare asteroid that's worth $10,000 quadrillion. 10,000. So it's one with 13 zeros after it. It's worth a lot of money, all right? So needless to say, it's worth a lot. I think the average, I don't know, like economy, the global economy is like 70-something trillion. It said it somewhere, maybe 79 trillion. But it's Friday. You know what that means. I'm going to play a little bit of music. I don't know if I'm going to start with a song. You know, I usually start with a tune. Someone in chat just said, Adam, just read. Huzzah! Yeah, I see you over there, Smith. It's true, I did. Before I get started, Short Bus Dave had a super chat I just want to address real quick. Said, hey, Adam, lost my dad 2 years ago today. I'm glad to have the Discord and Twitch fam for the LOLs and the super stoked for Friday Night Jam, OPA forever. Short Bus, shout out to you and your father. I'm sorry you lost him. That's the best way to remind me, too, is to throw it in a super chat so I see it right away. So I'll get to the rest of the super chats at the end of the episode as I usually do. So I'm gonna read all my articles, and then after I finish, I'll try to do all the super chats, but then also play a song if I have time. I think I'll have time. I mean, I'm just gonna blast through these articles and just get through it. So I think we should just do that. I'm gonna put this thing down. All right. Well, how are you guys doing anyway? You know, hopefully your day has been nice. You know, it's been a crazy year, hasn't it? My goodness, 2020 is insane. All right, before we get into this, feel free to go to my website and donate to me directly. You can also give me some Bitcoins if you'd like. I know giving Bitcoin is a big thing, but if you feel like it, and you can also send me physical mail to my P.O. Box right there, P.O. Box 68, Brunswick, Maryland, 21716. I would appreciate it. I actually got this awesome like button the other day that I can actually smash. Oh, yeah. You should all be doing exactly what I'm doing, but on your computers much less violently to the like button. Oh, yeah. Smash, smash. How awesome is that, right? Thank you, Sarah. Shout out to you. So that's fantastic. All right, let me read this article. This is insane. I just read this right before I was going live. I just saw it, and I was like, wow, that's nuts. I have to talk about that because it's crazy. Broward County officials expose scheme to register dead people as Democrats. I mean, are you surprised? Are you surprised? I'm certainly not. Let's get into it. While no votes or absentee ballots were requested or cast under the fabricated identities, the Washington Times noted that officials in Broward County, a Democratic stronghold and Florida's second most populous county, uncovered the scheme over the summer. So we knew about this over the summer? That was some red flags already. I was like, wait a minute, it's not the summer anymore. It's the fall now. We're in like middle of fall. How is this, you know? Oh yeah, by the way, hey, we caught the Democrats cheating. All right, sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. According to the election officials, a person in Columbiana, South Carolina, mailed 51 new voter applications, all of which featured the same handwriting, to the Broward County Elections Office in July. The Times also stated that the Broward County Supervisor of Election Officials flagged the registrations as suspicious and turned them over to the Broward State Attorney's Office. We cannot comment on an ongoing active criminal investigation, State Attorney's Office spokeswoman Paula McCannon said in an email to the Associated Press. Election officials are also questioning who sent the ballots as no return address was provided. The registration applications were received in 19 different envelopes. Of the 51 received, a total of 31 of the applications were verified by the State Attorney's Office as being deceased. The remaining identities could not be verified by date of birth and name only, according to Assistant State Attorney Tim Donnelly. 5 of the names were already on the voter rolls, but investigators said no absentee ballots have been requested, the Times stated. The deadline to request a mail-in ballot was October 24th. Broward Elections Supervisor Pete Antonacci, sorry, I'm butchering that name, that's okay, says that this was an organized effort. Now, to me, organized effort, I have a feeling that this is much bigger, okay? We're seeing this all over the place. Project Veritas released that crazy video of that woman talking about how she's selling votes, $5,000 a vote, or no, 55,000 votes or something for $5,000. I don't remember what it was. It doesn't matter. Votes are being sold. Votes are being made up by dead people. This is crazy. says, they continue on here, this is an organized effort by someone who knew a little bit about Florida law, but not a lot, and had a scheme to either undermine the Florida registration system with fake voters or intended to vote 50 times. Antonacci, there we go. I'm going to go with that. Antonacci told the South Florida Sun-Sentinel. Officials also stated that several spaces on the applications were left blank, such as driver's license and social security number sections. According to Antonacci, there is a time difference between when someone dies and the election officials are notified, and someone took advantage of that. The system is based on the honor system, and the honor system is supposedly bolstered by the fact that if you lie on one of those applications, it is a crime, Antonacci said. With determination, you can muscle your way in. My goodness. Let me just finish reading here. Broward State Attorney Mike Satz released a statement on the matter, saying any allegation of voter fraud is taken seriously. We take any allegation of voter fraud very seriously because it affects our very democracy, Satz said. Anyone who has any information regarding any attempt to commit the crime of voter fraud should report it to the Broward Supervisor of Elections and the Broward State Attorney's Office so it can be thoroughly investigated. June? June? They knew about this in June? Why are we hearing about this now? It's October. It's the end of October. The election's in 4 days, on Tuesday. What? I don't understand. How have they been spouting for months? Mail-in voting is fine. There's nothing wrong. There's no proof that there's any fraud. Blah, 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 blah. Yes, we got all sorts of proof. What are you talking about? This is ridiculous. I'm appalled at the honor system that they're saying. Well, there's an honor system involved. No, what? Honor system? No. Just, that kind of reminds me of Ruth Bader Ginsburg, final fervent wish. Her dying wish was that, what does that have anything to do with the Constitution, the laws? I don't care about your feelings. I care about the facts. I care about the laws, the legality of everything. They're there for a reason. We cannot alter stuff just to cater to people's feelings, cater to someone's dying wish that we have no proof that even existed. How do we know that was even a thing? That she even said these words? We don't even know. But we also don't know what these dead people who they were going to vote for because they're dead. Right. 31 have been. This is what gets me. All right. 31 people have been officially. They know that they're dead. Now I'm taking a step back, looking at the bigger picture. How do we know that this is just an isolated incident? We don't. This is just a small little fracture of what this could mean, as far as the widespread pandemic of voter fraud, for lack of a better word. I mean, that's what it feels like. It feels like there is some crazy voter fraud going on. We are finding proof of it all over the place. October surprise, sure. The laptop from hell, okay, sure. But besides all of that, we know voter fraud is existing. They're convincing everyone, go vote by mail, vote by mail. Yeah, sure. Yeah, why? So you can ballot harvest, so you can collect everything and make alterations and insert, dead votes and make sure that you steal the election. Make sure everyone knows that you're worried that Donald Trump's going to go do that. No, you're the ones that are doing it. You're the ones that are making it illegitimate, all right? I don't understand why Ilhan Omar is still in office. We caught her people collecting votes. What are they going to do with the ones that aren't for her? Maybe they're going to burn them. Maybe they're just going to toss them out, shred them, so no one knows what happened to them. I don't know. I know that they've caught all this crazy dirt, and it's corruption. Simply put, it's corruption. We're finding corruption everywhere in our election process. But, nothing to see here. Just keep moving along. Mail in your vote. Nothing bad will happen to it. I think it's ridiculous. Now, I wasn't planning on doing that segment. I just saw that article, and I was reading it, and I just thought it was kind of ridiculous. And it's so close to the election that I find it crazy that there's still people out there that believe that there's nothing
wrong about mail-in ballots, and everything's hunky-dory. Nothing to see here. Everything's fine. Look at this UFO. You got to be spinning faster than that. This is not okay. I apologize for the lack of spinning. All right, I'll spin it for you all right now. Okay. Consider the UFO spun. All right, let's talk about celebrity endorsements. So this is the one that has got everyone reeling. All right, look at this. Lil Wayne, Donald Trump, together. It started with Ice Cube. Well, no, I don't know if it started per se with Ice Cube, but it was he just met with the man. President Trump met with Ice Cube to listen to him. Ice Cube didn't endorse President Trump. He even said that. Y'all attacking me for nothing. I didn't endorse the man. I met with the man. The Democrats straight up said, we don't want to meet with you. Wait till after the election. And President Trump said, I'll meet with you. I would like to hear what you have to say. That's admirable. I respect that. Listen, hey, if he doesn't win, okay, sure. But he's at least stepping up and listening to what Ice Cube had to say. That's what Lil Wayne was doing. Okay? Now, this is where it gets cringy, right? 50 Cent hints Lil Wayne made a mistake meeting President Trump. Oh, no. What does he say? He goes, I don't know where he said. Oh, no, Wayne, I would never have took this picture. I guess I have to resist the urge to correct that grammar, but everyone has those moments. Seriously, though, man, 50 Cent, you endorsed him. You straight up said, that's it, you're not voting for Biden anymore. You're switching over to Trump because the taxes that Biden was trying to implement were going to take more money from you. And then your ex-girlfriend came out and said, oh, I had to go remind him that he's black, and so he can't vote for Trump. Embarrassingly, just disrespectfully, and my gosh, like, I can't even begin to, like, understand how that would feel for someone, for anyone, if someone said that. She straight up called him out. She was shaming him. Chelsea Handler explains shaming of Trump backer 50 Cent. I had to remind him that he was a black person. What? Excuse me? How disrespectful is that? To me, I mean, I'm not black, I'm white, but that's so disrespectful. You're saying, just like Biden, simply saying if you're not black, or if you have to figure out if you're voting for me or voting for Trump, you ain't black. It's like, I don't care if that's a joke. You believed it. You believed it, Biden. Chelsea Handler? Yeah, okay, sure, you might be a comedian, but you meant it. You were making a joke out of being serious, okay? I even have this article here where Biden admits he messed up. Biden apologized for saying African Americans ain't black if they back Trump re-election. You believe it, Biden. Definitely you believe it. Don't tell me that it was in jest. No, I don't believe you. You're reversing. You're trying to backpedal. No, man, you said it. You're losing your mind a little bit. His dementia's kicking in, so he's being a little more honest with his true feelings, his true thoughts. He said it and meant it. I watched that interview, and then I watched it over again, and then I watched him say it over and over again. I'm like, my goodness, he actually said that. And he said it really quickly. Like, look, he was frustrated. All right, he wasn't joking. Okay, in this article he says, where does he say it? Hours later, Biden expressed regret for the remarks, calling them really unfortunate, saying he shouldn't have been such a wise guy. You weren't being a wise guy. You were annoyed. You were pissed off that he was questioning you. You don't like being questioned, do you, Joe Biden? Well, that's why you're getting frustrated when people bring up Hunter, because you don't want to be questioned about the things that you don't want people talking about. That's why you said what you said. Oh, well, you know, if you don't know if you're going to vote for me or vote for Trump, you ain't black. He was pissed when he said that. Just like he was pissed when the guy, I forget, the other reporter asked him about whether or not he would take a drug test. Like, would you take a drug test? And he's like, well, that's like me asking if we're going to take a cocaine test. What are you, a junkie? It's like, he gets annoyed. He gets pushed into a corner, and then he definitely starts getting aggravated. You could see it. He starts getting annoyed that he has to explain himself. Just accept what I'm saying to you. Come on. Believe what I have to say. Don't make me explain it. Don't make me lie. I don't like lying, all right? But I will. That's what Biden is. That's what he does. Come on, believe me. Come on. That's what he's doing. All right? Oh, you're not instantly voting for me? Well, then you ain't black. That's what Biden is. My goodness. Now everyone's freaking out. Oh my gosh, Brett Favre. Brett Favre, I don't know. Look, I'm from Chicago. I've actually made fun of this guy so many times because I'm not necessarily a Bears fan, but I'm a Chicago fan, right? I love the Cubs. I love the Bulls. Those are my two Chicago teams. Now, obviously Green Bay, and I don't know if you watch NFL, but the Green Bay and the Chicago Bears have a rivalry. They're closest. They've always been rivals. So I've been making fun of Brett for a long time, but he's a good quarterback. There's no denying that. May not be the best, but he was awfully good, and they kicked our butts many, many times, and I watched it, and it was brutal every time. But we got people like Jack Nicklaus also said that he's voting for Trump, or he voted for Trump, I guess. And, it's just like people are freaking out. And, oh, my gosh, Lil Wayne, Brett, why? No, what are you doing to your career? It's like, what? We have to let this go. This whole warfare. If you vote for Biden, I'm not judging you for voting for Biden. I'm judging Biden like crazy. And I won't ever stop because he's trying to be the president. So I have every right to criticize him. That's the highest seat in the land. All right? I want the person sitting there that's going to be strong, that's going to be articulate, know what they're talking about, not need to read a screen to talk. All right? Have a general idea of economics, stand for their convictions instead of flip-flopping back and forth, the whole fracking thing. Look, I'm environmentalist. I want the environment to be protected. But you got to realize over the past 20 years, we got rid of all of our manufacturing. So we didn't have manufacturing here. So we could drop all the environmental protections, raise them to a ridiculous amount because we weren't doing anything here. Everything was on the other side of the world. So how can you be an environmentalist and not complain about that? When I realized, I was like, man, I'm an a-hole because I didn't even realize how much of all of our computer stuff, all of this computer stuff isn't made in America. It's made over in a factory, pumping out who knows what into the environment. I don't know, but I'm more aware of it now. And I'd like manufacturing to be here in America where we can regulate all the different environmental protections and make sure that we're up to snuff with all the different protections that we can have in this world. So this is crazy to me that we see someone endorsing someone and it is like, oh my gosh, I hate you. People are talking about that. Well, I lost all my respect for him. It's like, why? Because you know what? Let me find his tweet because his tweet, it's not even that crazy. He was talking about wanting to vote for the protection of America. Like, that's it. He just wants to vote American. Here it is right here. Check this out. This is it from 10 hours ago. My vote is for what makes this country great. Freedom of speech and religion, Second Amendment, hardworking tax-paying citizens, police and military. In this election, we have a freedom of choice, which we all should respect. For me and these principles, my vote is for the real Donald Trump. Wow. He's right. He's right. They're censoring us if you don't believe their narrative. They're cutting you off. They're throttling the channels that all go against the mainstream narrative that they're pushing. They're trying to take away your guns. They're locking down churches everywhere. You can go out into the street and burn cities down, but you can't go worship. No, I'm not even religious myself. But that's ridiculous. That's what this country is based on. Freedom of religion. You are allowed to assemble. You are allowed to worship whoever you want. Okay? Should not be infringed. All of these things. And they are. I back the police. We need the police. Police are there for a reason. Okay? Everyone's trying to spout these numbers, but they're very selective. They're cherry picking. Well, look at this one statistic. Okay, did you compare it to every other statistic? Now, I'm not going to go into that whole side of it because I feel like that's a whole other article. But this isn't that bad. even if you're voting for Trump or even if you're voting for Biden. What's so wrong about that? That is what makes this country great. Sorry, how are you going to deny that? We do have freedom of speech. We do have freedom of religion. The Second Amendment. We do, hardworking, tax-paying citizens, police and military. What's wrong with any of these things? I'll wait. Nothing. I'm not going to wait. I'm going to tell you. There's nothing wrong with any of these things. China wants to take all this stuff away. They want the entire globe under their control. CCP has come out and said that. It's their great awakening or some, I don't remember exactly what they said it is, but there's this speech that Xi Jinping had. And they're talking about how they just feel the world would be better off under their control. I think that is ridiculous. Okay? This country is amazing for a reason, okay? Because we have all of our freedoms. I want to keep those freedoms. I'd like to be able to sit here and say whatever I want. Now, of course, I'm on YouTube's platform, and I have to pay attention to the rules because I am on someone else's platform. Now, maybe 230 gets proper reformation, but I don't know. Look at Twitter's stocks. They went down 20% today. 20%. That's an 800 billion? I don't even know. The numbers are astronomical compared to what the average person knows, you know? But 20% is pretty insane. That's a lot. And what happened this week? Oh, yeah, they showed up in court to testify on whether or not they were breaking the law or pushing the narrative or altering the election. Now, I saw it. They were definitely beating around the bush, not saying anything. All right. And it's ridiculous. It's funny because shadowban.eu, it's a you could check if your Twitter feed or your Twitter name handle is being shadowbanned. Shadowban.eu. I checked it. All right. I was marked on a couple different things. I was like, oh, that's interesting. So reply deboosting or something along those lines. I don't remember exactly which ones. While the Senate hearing was going on, I checked it. All green. Nothing was a problem. I checked it after the hearing went. Boom, the shadow bans were back in place. I was like, oh, okay. Maybe they turned it off just in case anyone was checking while they were in. Well, I was checking. I thought that was actually kind of interesting. But they couldn't name a single person, a liberal, someone on the left side, that they were censoring. But they sure censor the president. Over 65 tweets or something. I don't remember exactly the number. Maybe 80. I don't recall. But still, it's crazy how obvious that it is. They're blatantly altering the election. They're pushing the narrative. They're hiding the Hunter Biden laptop. They're hiding the Biden collusion. Biden said something. Do I have this tweet up? He said something really interesting. So this is from today. Okay. Today, I think he was in Minnesota, maybe Michigan. I don't remember exactly where. But he said something that caught me off guard. Let me turn my desktop sound up because I want you guys to hear this. It's right near the end. Go ahead. Come on with it. Is it not going to load for me now? Oh, of course it's not going to load for me. All right, well, listen. He says something about, look, you know the president. You know that he's a bold, gets what he wants, goes out and gets what he wants. But then he says, or no, he doesn't exactly say the president. He just says, these types of people that look down on others and, just do what they want to do. And he goes, I know, because even myself, like, I've got a chip on my shoulder. So he basically admits to looking down on others, to thinking that he's always right. And I was like, wow, he's actually being a little honest. It caught me off guard. I was like, hey, thanks, Joe Biden. You actually admitted that you are corrupt, that you look down on others. He tried to do it as though he was, I don't know, humble maybe, but it was a brag. It was a weird flex that he admitted to being. Let me see if it's going to load now. Come on, load it up. It's not going to load. All right, well, that sucks. But the internet here sucks. What can I do? Can't really do anything about it, but that's all right. So listen, I mean, God, I can't stand Biden, man. He really just drives me nuts. And then he had that whole thing about, hold on, I'm gonna read it and see if I can even say it. I kind of jokingly said this. I was like, maybe I was wrong about Joe this whole time, because he said, I'll lead an effective strategy to mobilize adrenaline for the pressure. Now, what I think happened, it's the same thing that always happens when he gaffes. He's reading, he skips a line, he melds a line, he brings 3 lines together, and he was yelling, and he was bombastic, trying to be this, like, I'm speaking with authority, and blah, 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 and I'll lead an effective strategy to mobilize, blah, 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 blah. That's what it sounded like. I hope you've seen it, because it is hilarious. I laughed out loud. Literally, I laughed out loud, and I thought it was pretty funny. So anyway, I feel like I'm ranting. I could rant a lot about how I can't stand Joe Biden, so I'm going to stop. Now, I don't like The Hill. I find them completely biased, but I just thought this was really random. Someone sent this to me. A friend of mine sent this over to me. He said, yo, check this out. Walmart removes gun displays from U.S. stores amid fears of unrest. Now, I remember back when the riots were going on in May, the Walmart near me boarded up the entire Walmart. Now, I was in South Jersey. I wasn't anywhere close to the Twin Cities. Philadelphia, I guess they marched in Philly, but nothing even close to burning anything down, would have been anywhere close to us. But they boarded up the Walmart. They opened up during the day, but I think at like 8 p.m., they boarded everything up, and then at like 8 a.m. or something, I don't know exactly the times, but it was interesting for now Walmart as a whole to remove gun displays from the Walmart. Now, they didn't take the guns away, they just put them in the back in a safe location. But what I found interesting is today, Walmart reverses decision to remove guns, ammo from sales floor. Why? What? I don't get it. Let's read about it. Walmart announced Friday that it would be reversing its decision to remove guns and ammunition from its sales floor in anticipation of civil unrest in the lead up to Election Day. In an email obtained by Bloomberg, the retail giant said that the incidents that caused the company to remove firearms from the sales floor were isolated. After civil unrest earlier this week, resulting in damage to several of our stores, consistent with actions we took over the summer, we asked stores to move firearms and ammunition from the sales floor to a secure location in the back of the store in an abundance of caution, a spokesperson wrote, according to Bloomberg. As the current incidents have remained geographically isolated, we have made the decision to begin returning these products to the sales floor today. The firearms ammunition were removed from the public display Thursday as a precaution following looting and damage some of the stores have endured in Philadelphia this week. At least one of the stores had been ransacked after violent demonstrations broke out after local police shot and killed Walter Wallace Jr., a black man whose family says he was having issues with his mental health. Walmart had taken similar precautions of removing guns and ammunition for the sales floor after the death of George Floyd, an unarmed man who died in police custody in late May. His death sparked nationwide protests at the time, became violent. News from the retailer also came amid a high-stakes and divisive election. A majority of surveyed Americans anticipate that there will be violence during or after Election Day, as both Democrats and Republicans have worried about the validity of the election and suspect foul play. Now, I already brought that article to you from Breitbart about how they found dead people voting. There is absolutely foul play. We are seeing it all over the place. We're catching people selling votes. We're catching dead people voting. Now, we don't know who's behind it all, but it's rather suspect, and it's happening. Now, what I find interesting is I read a tweet. It wasn't an article, but someone was showed a flyer from what seemed to be an Antifa group, okay? And they were essentially saying, we're going to mob DC. We're going to go up and we're going to take out DC. Or not take out DC, but I mean, my goodness, what was it? I want to get it right. They were going to group up, and no matter what happened, if Trump was reelected, they were going to storm the Capitol. That's what they were saying. And actually, which makes me bring up this other tweet that Jack Murphy, he's in DC right now. Let me pull it up. He was basically saying that the mayor of DC was telling police to not respond to certain calls. They would slow roll certain calls if people went to, oh man, he's got a lot of tweets. It doesn't seem like I'm going to be able to find this, but that's all right. I'll just reiterate what was going on. So listen, he was basically saying that if someone was going after Mitch McConnell's house, the cops they'll get there in time. What? What do you mean they'll get there in time? We'll let these, so what I'm assuming is anyone who wants to burn down the city will be allowed to, because I don't know if you know this, Mayor Bowser is, or governor, I don't know what she is actually, whatever. She's awfully blue. Yeah, she's blue. It's a blue city, a blue town. Maryland itself is a blue place. They're going to burn it down. Now, I don't think it matters who wins. I think a lot of these people, I mean, Tim said it himself. Antifa can't stand Biden. They can't stand Trump. They can't stand the system that America stands for. Then that brings me back to Brett Favre's tweet. America is amazing. All right. What we've got are protections, freedom of speech, freedom of assembly, freedom of a religion, 2A. We've got an amazing military, an amazing police force, okay? It's crazy that they want to burn it down, and that's what they want. They want to burn it down. Oh, man. All right, so I kind of spun off a little bit, but that's all right. I'm going to bring it back. Check this out. This is a 7.0 magnitude earthquake that struck the Aegean Sea, at least 14 dead in Turkey and Greece. This is a really shame. This is a shame. I just wanted to send some thoughts out to them because this is never good. We got to remember how lucky we have it. We at any point something can come along and your footing can be swept out from under you. Your house can be torn down. Someone might burn it down. An earthquake might come. An asteroid might hit you. I don't know. Just random ideas of what could happen, but we got to be grateful for what we have, and I don't think enough of us are. We have to be grateful. We don't. That's what I think a big issue right now with a lot of these people. They don't have any purpose, and they are not grateful for what we have. All right, what the society is and what it gives to us. We don't have to worry about eating food. Okay, before all the people are like, oh, well, there's homeless people that, you know what? Yeah, all right, sure. But look at the poverty rates of the entire globe and how it's dropped over the past 100 years. Okay, poverty is disappearing, and it might disappear eventually. Okay, we're on track to make that happen. Okay, so don't give me that argument. You have no idea what it's like to live in the middle of the woods and have to fend against animals, have to hunt every single day, we don't live that life anymore. We live in a different world. We have toilets, okay, that carry our poop away. All right? When was the last time you had to worry about where your poop goes? Only when you're out and about in the city. And that's nothing, okay? It's ridiculous. You go to the store, you can buy almost any type of food you want. It's crazy. It's a privilege for me to be vegan in this day and age because I can go to the store and there's so many different options. Granted, I eat a lot of vegetables, which is pretty easy to find, but my goodness, the ability to be that way is something that I'm grateful for, okay? And I give thanks for it. We need to give thanks because these people have just been hit by a crazy earthquake, all right, in Turkey and Greece. This is devastating. Now, this is just one picture, but 14 people have already been killed. At least 14 people died Friday in Turkey and Greece after a powerful earthquake struck off the shore of a Greek island in the eastern Aegean Sea. Emergency crews are working to find victims and survivors of the earthquake, which registered a magnitude of 7.0, according to the U.S. Geological Survey. More than 100 aftershocks have been felt, Turkish officials said. The earthquake's worst effects are being reported in western Turkey, where officials said 12 people are dead and more than 600 are injured. At least 17 buildings were destroyed or damaged in Izmir, one of Turkey's largest cities, which is known in antiquity as Smyrna. Smyrna? I don't know if I'm saying it wrong, but let's see. One person died by drowning, according to the Turkey Disaster and Emergency Management Authority. The agency said search and rescue crews are still trying to reach anyone who might be trapped or injured. Look, so I give thanks. We need to give thanks. I don't need Thanksgiving one day a year. I am grateful every day. Okay, people keep giving me shit about criticizing Tim. I still am grateful for Tim, right? Tim helped me have this platform here. There's no, I was just critical of something, of what happened with a certain guest that was in this house that I saw wandering around, but seemingly scoping out my house. It made me a little nervous, okay? It made me not really comfortable about the whole thing. So I criticized it, okay? I wasn't taking, I don't want to get into that conversation, but I don't care that he was on his show, all right? I just want to establish that. But that doesn't change the fact that I'm grateful for what Tim has given me, right? He's helped me. He boosted me into this platform that I have. I give thanks for that, okay? I give thanks to this house that I have, all right? For being able to have fresh running water, because that's amazing. Having fresh water is incredible. Water is amazing, all right? It's amazing. I give thanks to that. I give thanks for all of you who come to watch me every day. Thank you. It's amazing. At any point, any of this stuff can be taken away. YouTube might go, you're done. We don't like the things you're discussing. Okay. I'll keep moving forward because that's what I do. It's the only option I've got. But I give thanks. And that's what we need. We got to give thanks to what we've got and not complain about what we don't have. And I see that happening so much. It breaks my heart. We have to give thanks, please. The only thing you can do is worry about yourself, right? That's the only thing you can do. You can only make sure that, to quote Jordan Peterson, you clean your room. It's funny how much that means, to clean your room, to make sure that your environment is clean, So anyway, look, I that's what I want. So I just want to, I hope everyone out there in Turkey and Greece are all right. I know that there's always already some loss of life, which any loss of life is sad. So I hope you all are well out there. If you are out in that environment right now and you happen to be listening to my show, I hope you're safe. So let's talk about this asteroid. Check this out. This is a cool rendering. Now, I don't. This is just an artistic rendition of this asteroid. It's called 16 Psyche. Actually, there's another picture of it. Here it is. I think this is more accurate as far as what it really looks like. All right, but this asteroid, NASA discovers a rare metal asteroid that's worth $10,000 quadrillion. Look at those zeros. That is 13 zeros right there. Is it 13? 13 zeros. 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 13 times. 13 zeros. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. Now, what I found interesting about this article is on Wednesday, I was having conversations with some space guys, and they're working on it's from Orbital Assembly, and they're working on a space construction company. That's going to be the future to me. And we were actually discussing about jobs and the future of jobs, and harvesting asteroids was one of the topics of conversation. Now, of course, NASA's like, hey, we found an asteroid that's worth a lot of money. Yeah, we're going to be bringing those around and harvesting those metals. Someone actually super chatted, said, how do we make sure that, we don't harvest materials from the earth, because we got to preserve the earth, right? And it's like, we've got asteroids out there that are worth $10,000 quadrillion. All right. Where does it say it? Hold on. The GDP of, here it is. The world's economy right now is $74 trillion. Trillion. Now let me bring that other number up again. Look. So check us out. This is the million, billion, trillion. All right, so that, if you put a 79 right here, that's the global GDP, the global. All right, so it is worth way more than what we've got at all. It's just an insane amount of value. All right, let's read about it. The Hubble telescope discovered a rare, heavy, and immensely valuable asteroid called 16 Psyche in the solar system's main asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter. Asteroid Psyche is located roughly 230 million miles from Earth and measures 140 miles across, about the size of West Virginia. What makes it special is that unlike most asteroids that are either rocky or ice, Psyche is made almost entirely of metals, just like the core of the Earth, according to a study published by in the Planetary Science Journal on Monday. We've seen meteorites that are mostly metal, but Psyche could be unique in that it might be an asteroid that is totally made of iron and nickel, says Tracy Becker, one of the study's authors and planetary scientist at the Southwest Research Institute in San Antonio, Texas. Given the asteroid's size, its metal content could be worth 10,000 quadrillion, or about 10,000 times the global economy as of 2019. Using ultraviolet spectrum data collected by the Space Telescope Imaging Spectrograph on the Hubble Space Telescope during 2 observations in 2017, researchers deducted that Psyche's surface could be mostly pure iron. However, they recognized that the presence of an iron composition of as small as 10% could dominate ultraviolet observations. So they, obviously it could fluctuate then. You don't really know how much it actually is composed of. Psyche is the target of the NASA's Discovery mission Psyche, expected to launch in 2022 atop a SpaceX Falcon Heavy rocket. Further facts about the asteroid, including its exact metal content, will hopefully be uncovered when an orbiting probe arrives early 2026. 16 Psyche is the only known object of its kind in the solar system, and this is the only way humans will ever visit a core. We learn about inner space by visiting outer space. Lindy Elkins Tanton, the lead scientist on the NASA mission and the director of Arizona State University's School of Earth and Space Exploration, said it in a statement announcing the mission in January 2017. The asteroid is believed to be the dead core left by a planet that failed during its formation in the solar system's life, early in the solar system's life, or the result of many collisions in its distant past. Short of being the Death Star, one other possibility is that it's material that formed very near the sun early in the solar system, Elkins Tanton told Forbes in an interview in May 2017. I figure we're either going to see something that's really improbable and unique or something that is completely astonishing. Sounds good either way. And I mean, we just landed on an asteroid. All right. Now this is, I know it's not the exact same thing, but we did. NASA's OSIRIS. This is actually the video of it coming down. Now it's hard to see, but that's the whole thing. All right. And they're getting closer and closer and closer. You guys can see this, right? And it gets crazy. I'm just going to skip ahead a little bit because it goes all the way down, all the way to touchdown, and it hits. Where is it? I'm going to skip ahead a little bit. Of course, this is loading, and I couldn't get Biden to load earlier. They come in, boom. They collect some data, and they float away. This is the beginning. This isn't the first time humans have done this, but it is certainly the beginning of something cool. We are going to be harvesting asteroids soon. I know we are. And then a quick reminder that Halloween is this weekend. Tomorrow, Halloween. Rare Halloween blue moon is a spooky treat for all of us. I just want to say what a blue moon is. It's just the second full moon of the month. And that's it. Yep. It's just it's going to be a full Halloween moon this Halloween. It's pretty cool. I'm going to go into the super chats though because I am almost out of time and I'd like to get to the super chats and then play a couple songs. So thanks for tuning in, everybody. If you haven't yet, smash the like button. Please do smash that like button. My custom like button. I love that thing. Very cool. I also got a book called The Heart of the Veltri signed by Michael Keniggeiser. Sorry if I mispronounced your name, but very cool. It's an interesting story of war veterans, and thank you for that. I appreciate that. It's always nice to get mail, and if you do feel like you would like to send me some mail, you can, and that's on my website, which you can actually check out. It also has the RSS number for my podcast, which gets uploaded to the different podcast forums, different sites that you can actually just listen to my podcast going forward. But it also has a PayPal that you can PayPal me directly in my Bitcoin wallet, and also my P.O. Box, and that's how someone sent me this wonderful like button. P.O. Box 68, Brunswick, Maryland, 21716. So thank you for that. I do appreciate all the different cool things that people have sent me. And I'm going to read some super chats. Mark Conway says, had a very stressful day and guitar was very relaxing. Thank you. Well, Mark, stay tuned. I'm about to play some more. Chat Wilger says, couldn't find a meter, but here's $4. Thank you very much. Mark Conway again says, that's how they got Kennedy. Oh, I see. Oh, that's how they got Kennedy in. Count everyone in Cook County, even if they're dead. Oh, my goodness. I didn't know anything about that. Ribs Exposed says, not feeling well, so I'm just chilling and watching your show. I'm glad you were once part of the Tim IRL. Even if you weren't, I never would have found your channel. Thank you, Ribs. I am very grateful for that experience to be able to get this boost that I now have. Aaron Weiss says, my psychic awakening has begun, Adam. I got to be on the show. I've reached the evolutionary level above human. Kidding, though. For real, please let me on. Aaron, you're kind of freaking me out a little bit with how much you're pushing for that. Now that you know that you're not too far from me. Just being honest. Voter Fraud says, I really piss Adam off. It's true. Censorship says, Adam Crigler is kicking my butt. It's true. Yeah. Let's see. Royal Canadian Moose says, have you seen Aussie comedian and YouTuber Neil Kolhatkar short film called Purification? It's a dark comedy suspense/satire set in a dystopian 2025. If so, do you think it's a glimpse into a Biden win? I haven't seen it, but you think about dystopian future and how Biden's talking about a dark winter coming forward, and I don't know. It's going to be these next few months are going to be crazy. Drew says, keep up the good work, Adam. You should check out Ryan Dawson and have him on the show as a guest. I don't know who that is, but I will check him out. Ryan Dawson, huh? Thank you, and I will check that out. Let's see. The Cubs and the Bulls. We love you too, Adam. Chi-Town. Virgil lives. Virgil lives. If the media pushed even 1/10 of what Trump had to go through, Biden couldn't handle it. I agree with you 100%. There's no way Biden can handle the type of stuff that Trump has handled. It's crazy. It's crazy. Blacklist Universe says, speaking of shadow bans, Magnificent 7 was shadow banned on Indiegogo. I hope you enjoyed your copies. I haven't actually read them yet. I've been actually quite busy doing stuff, but I do have them right here. I should crack those open and just relax for a little bit because I need to take a break from the news. Alex VG says, Adam, did you hear about the 58-foot wide object spotted in a crater on the moon from a few days ago? Check out the article on express.co.uk. I have not, but I'm very interested into knowing what that is because that sounds pretty crazy. What? Yeah, I'm definitely going to look into that. Thank you. Brandon, thank you for that super chat. Vector Helix says, if you make more than $30K per year, you are in the global 1%. Be grateful for what you have. Absolutely. And $30K a year isn't a lot of money. I mean, it is for 99% of the world, but for Americans, that's not crazy money. I mean, it's good money. You know, it's enough to survive. Like you can survive off less, but 99% of the world survives on significantly less. It's crazy. It's crazy. Thank you. Be grateful. That's it. Period. Toilet says, y'all ungrateful loons should appreciate us. I agree. Yep. Amazing. Fresh Running Water says, I'm sick of y'all taking me for granted. I salute you, Fresh running water. Miraculous Ladybug says, we thank you too, man. You put your heart out there, and I know I'm not the only one who appreciates it. Keep being you. You're pretty awesome. Thank you, Ladybug. I always appreciate your super chats. Sean says, I keep posting earthquake stuff in Discord. Also, the USGS chief was asked to step down for retaliation. But yeah, stay prepared and praise to Europe. Yep, exactly. My thoughts go out to them. Wimplo says, eat your mashed taters. Also, mash that like button. Mash it. Shun says, space mining will be ridiculously lucrative. I want some of that rare metal stuff. It's going to be lucrative. Absolutely. It's going to be its own... it's going to be an entire trade of just space mining. It's going to be a thing. Small SC says, Halloween was canceled in New Mexico today by emergency phone alert. Really? Of course it was. Laughing Eyes says, that squeaker in the like button drives my dogs crazy. Shout out to Houdini and Bela. Hey, Houdini and Bela. I wonder what kind of dogs you are, but sorry for driving you crazy. Chat, Wilger again says, it's pronounced Gur. Oh, okay. Okay, well, there you go. Sorry. With a hard G. Grr. Grr. All right, I'll remember next time that you super chat. All right, so no one actually requested any songs, so I'm just gonna go with the flow here. Yeah, so that was my show, and it was kind of smooth, you know. It was kind of smooth. I'm not usually I have a little bit of whiskey before a Friday jam, but oh, I just saw a really interesting question in chat that I'm not going to touch. Someone said the expanse is becoming real. You have no idea. Oh, Blue Dragon says it's Friday. Shout out to the Space Monkeys and Atomnauts out there. Keep being awesome, guys and gals. Don't forget to smash that like button. Smash. Smash. Dragon Slayer Ornstein says, play something new. I don't have time to write new music. I am stuck in the news cycle. And honestly, I definitely need to take a break from the news. It is driving me crazy. There's just so much negativity, so much blame, so much anger. And I because of what I'm doing, I'm living in it. And it's exhausting. I'll tell you. I don't know how Tim does it. I don't know how he does it. It is exhausting. And then not only that, I just prepare for one show every day. He does segments and a show all day long. My goodness. It's pretty insane. Josh and Jesus says you missed my $10 super chat. Did I really? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even. My bad. Josh and Jesus says we are on the right. Need to get over our cop worship. The pigs enforce any unconstitutional law when it comes down the like. They're as much a threat to our freedoms as Antifa. I'm not worshiping cops, and nobody likes a bad cop more than good cops. Okay, I admit there's bad people everywhere. Everywhere. Anyone could become a bad person. Okay, I'm not worshiping police officers, but I'm also saying that they play a very important role in our society, and they should be respected. Period. I'm not worshiping anybody. I don't think you should put anybody on a pedestal. We're all human beings. We all bleed the same color. We all deserve respect. Period. But sorry, I didn't mean to skip your super chat. I don't know why I missed that. Matt Nixon says, thank you for doing your show and your positive attitude every day. Melancholy Hellhound request. Well, there you go. We've got an official request for a song. So I'm playing Melancholy Hellhound. Well, I don't want your money. I just want some mine. Yeah,
give me some of your honey. I promise I'll take my time. Oh, welcome to the heartache. Try not to lose your way. Yeah, well, I find myself growing senseless. Oh, to the pain. Yeah, well, I scratch and crawl to figure it out, but in the end, you'll find me. Oh, well, I don't want your pity, and I don't want no lies. Yeah, life gets shitty. Oh, and then you die. Oh, welcome to the heartache. Try not to lose your way. Yeah, it's like trudging through the muddy waters. Oh, without faith. Yeah, you can scratch and crawl to figure it out, but in the end, you'll find me. Oh, well, I still get that feeling, yeah, of judgmental eyes. Only difference being, it's just not worth my time. 'Cause I welcome all the heartache. Yeah, it brings tears to my eyes. Those tears remind me I'm alive, yeah. Well, I'll scratch and crawl to figure it out, but in the end, it's not me. All right. Got some more super chats. Josh and Jesus says, I'm not saying you, Adam. Much respect. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I still, there is a difference between cop worship and defending the police. I mean, I'm in the news all the time. Who's worshiping police officers? I haven't even seen it. So I don't know what you're talking about, this police worship, so that's why I could only assume that you were referring to me in that sense, because I defend police and I talk about how we need to defend them. So Friendly Neighborhood Sawyer says, favorite car. Also, do you have a bet on 2020? I bet we're all gonna get through this year. I bet we will. Brendan Wayne says, bravo, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Oh, yeah, and my favorite car, I love my WRX. I have an 02 WRX. It is incredible. It's so fast. I want to turn it into a rally car, and it is going to be a lot of fun. I'm very excited to beast that thing up, and it's going to be crazy. All right. I'm going to play Freely. This is one of my newer songs. I haven't had the time to write new music. Trust me, I want to. But between my Twitch show and this show, which I just read the news all day to try to really have good segments to talk to you guys about, I don't really have a lot of time, but I definitely should. I should take off and just write some new music, because I really do love music. Let's see. Shun says, would be awesome to have Dutchinson in your show. He's talking about geological stuff. Cool. Also play Freely. Also Freely, please. All right, Shun. I'm just going to say I was only going to play this now because of you. I'm going to spin that UFO. I saw someone say spin the UFO. Who is that? Dragon Slayer. I see you. Ornstein. Okay. Brandon Wynn says it's Win. Yeah, sorry. It's not the best. I'm not the best at pronouncing things that I never pronounced before. But I got you, Brandon Wynn. I will pronounce it correctly in the future. Life sucks sometimes, but when you realize it's not so bad, just move along. What choice do you have? You choose where your mind spends all its time. When it all comes freely, it's wonderful. Let it all come crashing like the ocean tide. Climb up to the top of the mountainside and scream it out. Don't hold it inside. When you find a smile, naturally, that's some magic, don't forget it. It'll help you see. In the dark, in the night, when you're trying to find your way and you've lost your sight. When it all comes freely, it's wonderful. Let it all come crashing like the ocean tide. Climb up to the top of the mountainside and scream it out. Don't hold it inside. When it all comes freely, it's wonderful. Let it all come crashing like the ocean tide. Climb up to the top of the mountainside and scream it out. Don't hold it inside. When it all comes freely, it's wonderful. Let it all come crashing like the ocean tide. Climb up to the top of the mountainside and scream it out. Don't hold it inside.
Thank you very much, everybody. That's I really enjoy that song. That you can really see that a lot of my music I wrote to get a feeling out and to work out emotions or feelings that were hitting me. And I wrote this last month, and a lot of my life has changed drastically over the past year. And when I wrote this song, I was hurt. I've been, I felt kind of frustrated with some things that happened. And, being this song is, about letting it out, moving forward and finding a smile naturally when you it's important, and it's important that you choose where your mind spends all its time. I love that line especially because it's so true. We need to remember that you wherever you put your energy, that's where your energy is at, and that's where it stays. So be optimistic, be grateful. These are the things I try to remind myself. Be grateful. I am very grateful for my life. So anyway, thank you all for hanging out with me. I'm gonna play a few more. What time we got? We still got some time. Great. The Captain Z says, here's some money for the Steam Halloween sale. Oh, do they have a Halloween sale? That's cool. I haven't actually looked in the Steam store for a little while. I've been just kind of, man, in auto mode, honestly. It's crazy. You know what? Shout out to the chat. I see a lot of you are saying some amazing things. Thank you very much. I see your kind words, and I appreciate all of you. Aphex FPV says, check out Barricade Garage. Funny guy, make you think. Cool. Yeah, I'll check that. Wayne, I can't play covers, unfortunately, or else I would definitely play Country Roads. Definitely. Yeah, I don't know if I want to play Find Yourself, AA. I feel like I play that one the most. Give me a second. I just need some water. I wrote this song for my wife. It's called Walking With You. I took a walk tonight with my love, and all the cats are in the streets. Like us, they're trying to find their way home. Yeah, face life and land up on their feet. Talking about those little things that make you sing and feel alright. A natural high inside, like sunshine and rain. A fresh coffee to start my day. Well, I'm just glad I found my way home with you. I've been walking it so long. Well, now I'm walking with you. I've been walking it so long. Well, now I'm walking with you. I've been walking it so long. Well, now I'm walking with you. I've been walking it so long. Well, now I'm walking with you. Sunsets along the colonnade. All good dogs and bad are on their way. Like us, they're trying to find their peace of mind. Yeah, face life and its insanities. Talking about those little things that make you sing and feel alright. A natural high inside, like sunshine and rain. A fresh coffee to start my day. Well, I'm just glad I found my way home with you. I've been walking it so long. Well, now I'm walking with you. I've been walking it so long. Walking with you. I've been walking it so long. Well, now I'm walking with you. I've been walking it so long. Well, now I'm walking with you. And I felt it from the start, a connection. I've been walking it so long. Well, now I'm walking with you. I've been walking it so long. Well, now I'm walking with you. I've been walking it so long. Well, now I'm walking with you. Well, now I'm walking with you. Do you want to play Find Yourself with me? No? Okay. So I don't know if you could hear her in the background, but she poked her head in and sang a little background. Thank you for that. That was a nice addition. She's such a sweetheart. Anyway, thanks for hanging out, everybody. That was a nice little surprise. I don't know if you caught her singing in the back. I don't know what the mic could pick up or not. But yeah, that's Nani. That was my wife that kind of came in and started singing a little bit. So she sang a little bit. So that's cool. I love that. But I'm cutting in and out. Oh, I'm sorry. I think I might be blasting into the mic a little bit. But that's cool that you guys heard that. How much time have we got? Oh, we got a little bit more time. I saw some people requesting green tea. Now, I mean, that's a little bit different of a vibe, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to switch up the vibe a little. I'll play green tea for you guys. It's one of those older songs of mine, so I'm kind of, I'm not the best at the lyrics on it, so I'm just going to pull the lyrics out real quick so I don't mess it up. This is my songbook. Check out this, my songbook here. This is just one of many of my books. My goodness, I don't even know where it is. Maybe I should just go without the lyrics, whatever. Yeah, whatever, I don't know where they are. Got another super chat. Like, caught up on everything now, was in the dark before. Times like this, you need to stay strong, not just yourself, but for everyone else you care for and cares for you. It won't be easy, but you'll do it. Thank you, Captain. Those are good words, and I agree. You must be strong, but especially for yourself, because if you can't remain strong for yourself, you cannot be strong for others. Green tea Sundays, impure breaking of the dawn, lazy morning, roll back, oversleep till noon or the afternoon. Something's got a hold on me. Tasty weekend, impure breaking of the law. I'm cloudy yet weightless, suppressing all those things I do, but I shouldn't do. Something has got a hold on me. You used to draw me pictures in the dark and erase them with a smiling face. Too bad all those dreams seem to fade away. Haunting green tea, impure breaking of my mind, the silent excuses. I know I sometimes lose control. That was the start of it all. Something's got a hold on me. You used to draw me pictures in the dark and erase them with a smiling face. Too bad all those dreams seem to fade away.
Thank you very much, everybody. That was Green Tea. It's a song about addiction and being hooked on something and recognizing it, but having no say in the matter. So addiction's a real thing, you know. Let's see. CMDR says, Adam, got a game I want to give you, but I think you'll really enjoy. Elite Dangerous. It's a 1-to-1 scale of our galaxy in the 34th century. Whoa, that's cool. I didn't know that. I heard about Elite Dangerous, and people have actually said for me to play that. Thank you. Do me a favor. Email me the code to adamcastirl@gmail.com, and I'll get it. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Balian says, are you going to have a live stream going up for the election night? If not, maybe talk Tim to see if your channel could set up a wide shot of what's going on downstairs while he is going on in the studio. I am probably going to be joining them for their live stream, you know, so I'll probably join in over there. So I'll probably do my show. Maybe, I'm not sure what's going to happen, but you know, Tim asked me to join him. Well, he didn't ask me, just kind of in conversation it came up that I'm welcome to join in. So I think I'm going to. Let's see here. Tyler says, the tunes sound great. I played along on drums to your Melancholy Hellhound. Right on, Tyler. That's fun. That's cool. Yeah, someone was saying that I had my capo on wrong. I have to do it this way because I basically make a drop D, but I bring it up. So it's just kind of an interesting little wonky different way here. What time do we got? I got a little bit more. I'm going to play one more song. This is called, let me see if there's any requests before I play a song. No one's. Green Tea, I just played that. Maybe I'll just play another finger-picking song. Thank you, Nuclear. I appreciate that. You guys, seriously, I'm so grateful for all of you for hanging out with me and just supporting me. It feels fantastic. I love playing music on stage. In fact, I used to play music all the time in New York. I played CBGB's a couple times. I played Joe's Pub before. And it's on stage playing music. Tyler B says, as a newer fan, I haven't heard that song before. Man, you killed it. Always awareness to addiction. I agree. It's definitely an issue, and thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you, Chad. I see all these compliments pouring in. Thank you so much. This song is called "A Love Story's Remains." Well, hello, miss, I'd love to kiss your lovely name. The things I do to get you dancing in the rain. I want a piece, so say you want the same. A love story remains. I know we'll go through some hard time. I'll always be there if I can. But there's a chance we're not like mine, so this love story may end. I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest with myself. I'm gonna miss the way you kiss under the rain. All the things you saved me, but those love don't feel the same. I wanted peace, so you wanted me to change. Only connected when you're calling out my name. I know we've been through some hard times. The time has helped us to find ourselves. Well, honesty is my policy. Yeah, we might be better with someone else. I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest with myself. Well, come and sit, let's take a trip down memory lane. If I had to choose, baby, I wouldn't change a thing. 'Cause I found peace, so look, you found the same. I'm in the rubble of the remains. Our love stories remain. I found a peace of mind, something you helped me find. And I wouldn't change it for anything, but be honest. Just be honest with yourself. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out. That's fun. I really, I love playing music for you guys, especially with the amazing compliments you guys give me for that. I appreciate that. Asarius says, "Praise the sun, brother. Praise the sun. Safe stay in the coming great unrest." Thank you very much. I do appreciate that because, and you know what? Same to all of you as well, because whatever happens, I really just hope that everything is good and we all move through and get through this year together. So thank you all for hanging out. I got to get off because it is almost 8 o'clock. I'd like to be out before 8 because the Timcast show goes on. I will be tuning in on my Twitch channel later on tonight. Usually I hang out with my buddy Josh and my other buddy, The Tick, and we play some games. I don't know what we'll be playing tonight, but I always appreciate you. Thank you very much. And I will see you either tonight or tonight or Monday at 6:30 here on this channel. Thank you all, and have a wonderful weekend. Good night.